on with the show.
Despite all the naysayers of a couple years ago who said that cinema was dead, I mean, we've had a record-breaking year. I never believed it in the first place because, yes, there's a lot of other means to watch movies, legally or illegally, but the fact remains that people like to get out of their house and they like to have a communal experience. The Alamo Draft House is, we're a movie theater that has full food and drink and cocktail, beer and wine service.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack.
If you like hot dogs, you love corn dogs. Everybody does.
And we also have a lot of core audiences that we serve. 70s exploitation we show a lot of. We show a lot of documentaries. We work with the Film Society, and we work with every single film festival in town. So there's a lot of different programming that we do that's above and beyond what you'll see at a normal multiplex. We're still an independent. We're battling against much bigger corporations. And there's challenges that we face that other larger companies don't. So that element of being entrenched in the community and being a part of the community I think is vital. Social media, it does two things for us. One is the very traditional route of event promotion, but the more important aspect is establishing, I guess in sort of crass terms, a brand loyalty. If people feel that they know me or know my programming team on a first name basis, and I respond to their suggestions and I engage them in the programming process and I get excited along with them, I'm part of this community, then that they're gonna want to come back to this club that they're a part of.
What do you want with me?
It's one of the pitfalls, if you read in a business magazine that, you have to be on Twitter or you have to be on Facebook. You do, in a way, but it's real easy to see if somebody's just shilling a product on Facebook or Twitter, and there's sort of an immediate knee-jerk, you're not one of us reaction to that type of thing. So if you don't care about your product or if you're not passionate about it, then you may not want to engage fully because it could backfire on you. Really, the factors that determine what movies are made boils down to the people that control the finances.
Hey there, get your fingers off the film.
One of the reasons why we're in this, decade-old era of rehashing old concepts and having sequels and, brand relaunches is because that is the safe route. That boils down to dollars and cents. It's a less risky proposition to spend, $50 million on this than $10 million on a completely unknown entity with less star power. So, for better or for worse, that's what it all boils down to.
Every time you handle film, better figure it's a matter of life or death, because it is.
Where it's going in the future, I honestly don't see that power shift changing a whole lot. And it's always going to be the big boys that control 99% of the business. It's just people like us are scrappily contending over the 1% to 2% that's left over. Well, we've made very initial and fledgling efforts into getting involved in production and distribution, and focusing mainly on younger independent filmmakers and trying to nurture that talent. For movies of a certain size, if you're talking about movies under $1 million in budget, with scrappy talent, putting together really good stories with as best a production value as you can, and you make a great film, now is a time which could blossom into a sort of a golden age of independent distribution and exhibition.
I can send this robot and hundreds like it all over the country.
That's kind of why I'm excited about it. I see that as something of a future, of looking at all potential avenues for recouping your investment. Looking towards the future and what I'd hope to see, and as far as the theatrical experience, I I hope it's not too much different than it is today. I mean, there's always going to be refinements in technology, making the picture better, crisper, more perfect in its color scheme, making the sound cleaner and just tighter and better.
A giant picture tube on which computer results are instantaneously and continuously translated into graphic images.
As much as I love a gimmick, as much as I love 3D and all that sort of thing, there's a time and a place for it. I don't want to see that be the norm where all movies are shot in 3D and all movies, move your seat and have, misters in your face. I like the purity of sitting down in your seat, having a quiet theater, and watching a perfect presentation of an amazing movie. So if we have something close to that in the foreseeable future, then I'm still going to be happy doing what I'm doing.